So I'm doing this live video on a Monday because I'm inspirationally inspired. What does the universe have in store for you? Right? What greatness? What challenges? What are the things that you need to wait for? What are the things you need to work towards? What are the things? Does that make sense? Okay. So, first off, understanding that the challenges that we face from the universe every single day is growth, right? It's there for a reason. It is there to get us to understand that we're in control of our own destiny, that we're in control of our own life, right? If we allow continuing patterns to exist in our lives that are not right, that do not feel right, are not, they're toxic, they don't work, okay? Because we're so tied to them through our heart, through our experiences from our past, that we just don't seem to think that we can break through, that we just do status quo, okay? The hardest thing to do is to work with the universe to clear those blockages, to help work towards and be the human you're supposed to be. I've talked about COVID energy before, right? It's here to intensify and make human beings pay frickin' attention. That's what it's here for, okay? To clear out our past. Anything that's in the dark is being brought to the light for a reason, okay? We have to be strong enough to walk towards that future, right? We take 2 steps forward and we take 1 back. And your guides are, okay, cool, we're in the right direction. We take 3 steps forward and we don't take any steps back. Then we take 4 steps forward and we take 2 back. You're still ahead. You're still moving forward. You are still moving towards the future you're supposed to have in this lifetime, okay? If COVID is anything, it is to get you to pay attention. It's to get you to understand that the way that you're living today, if it's hurtful, if it's dysfunctional, if it doesn't feel right, if it brings you anger, if it brings you sadness, if it doesn't bring you joy 90% of the time, it's time to look at why you're not joyful. It's time for you to look at how I can change. Do I need talk therapy? Do I need to do my Steve Noble meditations twice a week? Right? Do I need to continue to do that? Taking care of you, right? Because if you don't take care of yourself, the universe can't help you. They can't help you at all, right? If you don't take care of yourself and have a picture in your mind of who you want to be and work towards that, by when you get delayed asking why. When you reap the abundance, you say thank you and you ask for more, right? Spirit had a good analogy this morning with someone. To take what you want to get away from, put him in a gymnasium, lock the door, and chain it. And take that key and throw it in the trash before you leave the school. That's what he showed me, okay? Makes total sense. Makes total sense. Hear those chimes. Makes total sense. What you want to get away from, what you want to work on, what you need to do is take that thought, take that human, right? Take that situation, whatever it is, and imagining it in a gymnasium and walking out those doors and locking it as that situation, that human, whatever, is at the door, and there's usually a window in the door, and it's saying, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. What about this? And it will do anything it can for you not to lock them in to the gymnasium. And with confidence, you look for a trash can, you throw that key in that trash can because you have to, right? If not, It's going to be there all the time. Again, 2 steps forward, 1 back. 3 steps forward, no way back. 4 steps forward, maybe 1 back. But guess what happens? As you work forward, as you do all the things that you need to do, are you going to mess up? Of course you are, because you're human. You can't take, however old you are, and completely get rid of it in 6 months, 12 months. How long did it take you to get here, right? But it's all about understanding. The universe has a message for you, okay? It's time to clear. It's time to get rid of all the things that no longer serve us, right? It's time for us to make it a priority to understand that the stuff we drag along with us needs to be let go. You got to let it go. Because as we go through this fall and winter with COVID, it's going to get tougher and tougher to get from point A to point B to point C. That's what Spirit's message is today, right? They all have a message for all of us, that we have to make sure that what no longer serves us, we put in the gymnasium and lock it away. And then when it tries to contact us through ego, right, that we use our third person, okay? And I have done this technique probably very well for most of my life. Okay, talking to myself out loud and calling myself Bill. And I'll never forget being in Chicago, running a huge busy store. And one of my employees was like, I can't get to sleep. Once I wake up, I blah, blah, blah. And I say directly to him, without knowing a lot about Spirit, I said to him, well, it helps me to go back to sleep when I say, Bill, you need to go back to sleep. I would go back to sleep. Now it totally makes sense to me, right? The universe does that. They bring us things that we need, but also bring us things that we need to look at because we are so blinded by the energy on the planet. We're so blinded by our experience, and we need to wake up. Understanding that us going through and just making it is not going to work in 2021. It's not going to. It's not going to. Start your work now, understanding that the universe has a plan. Your spirit guide, your guardian angels have a plan. But if you're so in the toxic basement, right? Because you don't think there's a chance of getting out of it, ego's won. You can't. You can't do that, right? You have to talk to yourself in third person. Why? So that you listen to it. Your soul pays attention. Your little kid pays attention inside. Your higher self pays attention. Why? Because you're addressing yourself. So when you say, Bill, blah, 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 makes sense. Makes sense. It is more urgent. It is more loving, right? I don't know how many times I've said to myself out loud, Bill, and said something wonderful about myself, right? How far I've come, all kinds of different things. But I address myself by my name. It's always Bill. And within the last week, Spirit has really given me that message that, sorry guys, allergies, that the more we do that as human beings, the more we learn, the more we pay attention, the more we understand that what we're telling ourselves is true. How much we love ourselves, how attractive we are, right? How I look good in this baseball shirt, right? How great my hair looks today. How much I love Bailey and Lee, right? How much I'm thankful for the life that I'm now living, right? How much more thankful I will be and grateful once we get to Kihei Maui, right? And that's and the trajectory that is, right? But I didn't always think like that. That's the key. The universe is trying to tell us we need to pay attention. We need to wake up from our emotional distress. We We need to wake up from our hatred of our job. We need to wake up. No one can wake us up. Trust me, we cannot. No one can wake us up but ourselves. No one can. And it's frustrating for people like myself who see that in people, family, friends, and you can't do anything about it. And it's not that they're not ready, it's the fact that they haven't been struck down hard enough. That's what it is. The only reason that the universe makes your life hell or makes your life hard is because you're not paying attention. Not paying attention. Not paying attention. They're trying to get your freaking attention because you're not looking at the signs. You're not receiving the signs that you're causing your own distress. And that's normally what it is. It's us. It's not the universe. It's us. They're bringing things into our lives to get us to go, okay, why has this happened to me in my past 3 jobs? I don't understand why I keep getting these jobs, these people in my life that make me the bad guy. Well, it's you. How come I keep picking the wrong man or the wrong female? I don't understand how I keep, well, okay, it's you. It's your energy. The universe is sending you people to see if you're paying attention or not. And if you're not paying attention, guess what? You walk blindly into the toxic sewer. That's not your destiny. That is not your destiny, you guys. It's not. It's nobody's destiny on this planet. And COVID is the prime example of that. Everybody is in this place of, oh my effing God, what next? What next? What else can I take? Guess what? I've told you, this fall and winter is going to be tough, right? It's about us. About us taking the energy that we carry that is not for us. That is here to make us, to challenge us, to make us pay attention, to make us understand that the only way that we are going to be able to move forward through COVID into 2022, okay, is if we pay attention. Why do I keep having the same perils? Why is it I don't have any money? Why is I have to live in places I don't want to live? Why do I attract the men that I attract? Why do my children act the way that they do? Why? Well, ask yourself why. But in a spiritual sense, right? By again, third person. Bill, why do you think we're in this place? Why? Spirit, why? Again, talk to spirit, right? But include yourself in that. You got to have your one-on-one conversations with yourself out loud by addressing yourself by your name. Not the name your parents would call you when they were angry. That's not it. It's about calling yourself what you call yourself. Okay? Whatever people call you is the name that you use when you talk to yourself out loud. And it's never a boo-hoo, blah, blah, blah thing, right? The more that you talk about your hurt out loud to yourself, in your head, to people, it reinforces that hurt. Stop. The only thing that is going to do, if you continue to talk about your hurt and your pain and your bad, the things that happen bad in your life, it reinforces it. And all ego does is go, yeah, I still got you, baby. I still got you. That's not the plan. That is not the plan of the universe. That's not your plan for after COVID. It's not. It's not. I'm telling you. It's about understanding that the more that I talk about my feelings that are negative, right? That I'm enforcing that little kid inside of ourselves. That's enforcing that this is the way that I feel and I want someone to save me. No one's coming to save you but you. No one. No man, no woman, no mommy, no daddy, no anybody is going to save you. And if they do save you, let's say, right? It's only going to be in a bad way. It's only going to be for the detriment of you, Spirit says. Right? It's not going to work out. It's not going to work. Within months, you will find yourself in the same situation you were 6 months ago. You have to figure it out for yourself. You have to make sure that you are talking to yourself in third person, that you're getting as clear a possible message from yourself. Now, if that means that you have to talk out loud to yourself and say, Billy, let's say, it's okay that you feel like that. But guess what? We need to change that feeling. We need to change that. Why, Billy? Because it doesn't serve us, does it? That's how you do it. That little kid inside goes, no, it's not right. I shouldn't feel like this. Of course not. Again, that's what works. That's what works. I'm telling you, it freaking works. And Spirit gave me this epiphany last week, and it didn't come to me with Coaching for the Soul last week, but I'm telling you, that is exactly what it is. If you talk to yourself in third person, you can understand the universe's message to you, which is clean your stuff up. Get rid of those cords that are cording you and holding you back. Not only in the back of you, but on the sides of you, sucking your energy into dysfunction, being in the toxic basement that does not serve anybody because your legs are rotting. Does that make sense? Right? That's not the journey, guys. That's not the journey for anybody at all on this planet. It is not. And the thing that we have to understand as a collective, right? As a collective consciousness, we have to understand that we have to raise our consciousness to understand exactly what the universe is bringing each one of us. Because each one of us, it's different, guys. Each one of us gets different messages. Clairvoyant, non-clairvoyant, it doesn't matter. Every human being is empathic and every human being is intuitive. You've just closed it off because of the baggage that you carry, because of the weight that you carry on your body. The weight that you carry on your brain, right? No, it doesn't work. It doesn't serve you at all. And the universe is in the process of waking more and more people up to get them to understand they have a plan. And they're going to continue to put blockages and negative things in your life until you finally go, okay, what's up? I don't get it. You got to help me with this. And I've said that a million times in readings, a million times on Facebook Lives, a million times in my other videos. Okay? And now talking to yourself in third person, you get it. Trust me, you get it. You get it. I catch myself doing it all the time. I said, okay, Bill, it's time to go to bed. It's 11:15. And I do that. Why? Because that's what I do. But it makes me pay attention to that. If I don't say that out loud, it just comes out of my mouth, right? I think it's my mom and my dad, or it's Spirit telling me, okay, dummy, it's time to go to bed. Because I would stay up all day, all freaking night, watching TV or on Facebook. It's my solid time. It's my time where I just kind of have to chill, right? But it could go on forever. Then I'm exhausted the next day. So they know. But it's about understanding that when you talk to yourself in third person, your human is going to get it. It's like Spirit talking to you directly, right? And it's and allowing yourself to, if you need to go to talk therapy, if you need to find somebody because it's so deeply rooted in your belly that you as a human cannot do it yourself, which was my case. I don't care how good I am today. If I didn't do my 13 years of therapy with Stefan Fleck, I would be dead. I would be dead. They would not have saved me. Fortunately, that was not my destiny, right? That was not my destiny. I told people my whole life I'd be dead by 40. Didn't know why. I never thought I'd see 40. I understand why, but I won't get into it here, right? But at 40 years old, guess what? That's when I started therapy. Just got that epiphany, right? There you go. See? So again, if we're open to receiving the message, if we're open and understanding that we can't do everything on our own, talk therapy works, find a therapist, right? If you've done everything else and it doesn't work, guess what? Don't stop. 2 steps forward, 1 back. 3 steps forward, no steps back. 4 steps forward, 2 steps back. You're still ahead of the game. That's what makes them happy. That will make them go, aha, she's getting it. Now let's feed her something else and loosen up the bondage, right? Let's take away some of the pressure from him so that he can actually see some light of day. That's their plan. That's exactly how it works. Because the universe has a message. And everybody has to do their work. Everybody has to understand that the way that we live today will not work in the future. The way that we think today will not work in the future. The way that the energy that we carry today will not work in the future. It's not going to. It's not going to. And with COVID, I'm telling you what, it's here and it's sent by the universe. People have said that they don't think that. I'm telling you, from what I get from my spirit guides, my guardian angels, and the universe is, it's here to change the energy on the planet. That's why it affects the whole planet, right? And we can see what's going on with our government right now, that it's true. It's here to change us, to make us look at ourselves, to make us understand that the bondage we have ourselves in with everything. Is anybody perfect? Absolutely not. Nobody is going to be pristine and clear 100% of the time in their life. Not going to happen. We're humans, right? But if you're doing Steve Noble meditations and you're finding them to be then find new Steve Noble meditations. Because I'm telling you what, guys, the one more tool in my toolbox. I have not done a meditation in a couple of weeks because I've been reading. I read out loud. I've been reading my Telos books out loud, the Lemurian books, right? Getting to know my future, right? And when I do that and I talk out loud, it's like a meditation. I'm 15,000 feet in the air, okay? Did a meditation the first time this morning after probably three weeks, and I was in freaking heaven, right? I'm telling you. There's times when we need to just give it up. Just give it up. And that's Steve Noble Meditations. See? So if you get to the point, go through his videos. Easiest way to do it. Again, one step forward, right? I don't mind if people contact me and I give them a video, but they could have just as well done it themselves if they wanted to find the answer. I'm telling you, I'm guilty of that. When I was starting out this career I've got in now, I would be looking for answers from everybody else except myself. Because they would know, right? Well, yeah, but when you do the work, that's what counts. 2 steps forward, 1 back. 3 steps forward, no steps back. You gain momentum towards the future, Spirit says. You gain momentum in understanding. You gain momentum in knowing who you are and what you need to leave behind. And that's what it's all about, guys, right? It's about knowing. Because the universe has a plan, right? They always have a plan for every human on the planet. It's just a fact that we make it easier for them and us to fulfill that plan. And that's what this video is about. This impromptu video that came out of nowhere, right? Understanding that we have to take steps on our own and not be subtle, right? Not just hang out. If your life isn't joyous and plentiful and abundant, guess what? It's you. It's you. Do you deserve that? Every human being does on the planet. I don't care who it is. But especially in the United States of America, oh, for sure. In the Western world, oh, for sure. There's no reason why we can't have everything that we've wanted in our lifetimes. No matter how big, how small, whatever. It doesn't matter. But are you willing to do the work to get it? And that's basically the work is letting go of stuff that no longer serves you. Letting go of all the baggage, all the hurt, all the pain, forgiving your parents, forgiving the people that hurt you. Forgive. And it's not forgive and forget, but that's pretty much what happens. Once you forgive, it doesn't hurt anymore. And that's what counts. Do you remember all the sudden things? Yeah, but guess what? It doesn't pain you like a stake in your heart, right? And I only know this because of my journey from when I left my job 6 years ago to where I am today. And that's what it's all about, is understanding that as you go forward, as you learn more and more about yourself, right? That You will let things go. Like I said a minute ago, I've been reading books from Telos, which are the Lemurians, right? And every day that I read, I don't know, I'll read a chapter or two, let's say, right? That night, I have the most amazing remembrance dreams, okay? And what I mean by that is things that happened in my childhood that were joyous. It's never anything negative. And if the dream starts to go in a different way, this is what's fabulous. Myself in my dream says, no, we're not going in that negative. It's always only positive. It's only going to be positive. That's never happened to me in my life. Never. Again, from doing this reading that a new friend brought to me, that's how it works, right? People come to you for a reason, and then they do their due, and then they're gone. That's the way it is. If you allow it, if you don't look at them or brush them off or whatever it is, if you accept them for the positivity they bring to your life. But also they can bring you negative. That's the key. You have to be conscious enough to know, okay, that person right there needs to be locked in the gymnasium with the chain on the door, never to be seen again by me. That's what it's about. It's for you. Not for them, it's for you. To rid yourself of that energy, to rid yourself of that thought, to rid yourself of that experience that no longer serves you. Because every single thing that happens to you happens for a reason. Either to get us to wake up, right? To go, okay, I don't like this anymore. I'm tired of being angry. I'm tired of being sad. I'm tired of not having the right job. I'm tired of being poor. Change it. I don't know how. Trust me, the best way to do it is to talk to yourself out loud by calling out your name and then also on the other side of the coin, asking the universe to bring you what you want. But you have to do work on yourself, guys. You have to. By saying, okay, Bill, blah, 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 blah. We got to let that go, right? I know I got to meditate today. Bill, we got to meditate today. Okay, let's find that meditation that we got to do. Okay, out loud. It works. I'm telling you, it works. It works. And I wish I could get more people to do it. Okay? Because and again, me being the person that I am, I want people to know it before it happens. I want people, human beings, to know that they can prepare for what's ahead. You can. You can prepare for it. Because you got to be conscious. You have to understand that okay, I've got to do this. So when something negative approaches me, I can feel it, number one, and I can push it away. And people will always say, well, why do they do that? Because we're human and we're pretty much ignorant. Right? Until we enlighten ourselves. Until we know, okay, that doesn't work for me because I can feel it. I can smell it. Look at the way, that doesn't work for me. And the universe goes, bravo, bravo, you just took 5 steps forward. Bingo. They stop doing that. They stop bringing those negative things to you. That negative person, that negative job, right? That's what it is. But we have to be engaged in that, you guys, because if we're not engaged in that, guess what? They're going to bring us wall after wall after wall after wall. And if you're going to sit there and feel sorry for yourself, oh my God, I'm in the same situation with my job as I was the last 2. I don't understand why I keep getting this aggravation and things in my life. Well, guess what? It's you. Why do I keep picking the wrong men? Why do I keep doing this? Why? It's you. It's you. Why are you doing it? Because you're not paying attention. Because you're not conscious, right? You're not talking to yourself in third person like, well, Bill, that was kind of dumb. We are not going to do that again. Yeah, we're not. Right? That's the way it is. I mean, I do with the simplest things. I should have gotten gas on Tuesday, and it's Wednesday. I've got to go someplace, and I have to stop and get gas, and I'm running late. Well, Bill, you should have got gas on Tuesday. Yes, I know I should have. Guess what happens? I'm not low on gas for a while, right? Because every time I look at my gas tank and it's like, okay, I'm almost empty, I better stop and get gas. Right then. It's life. That is life. Seems simple, but it's life. It's life. Right? When somebody approaches you and it's not good, or it is good, and you welcome them, like the woman who brought me the Lemurian books. Wonderful lady. But interesting, I was on her laptop every time she opened it until she finally reached out to me. That's how it works. That's how it works. Because if you're supposed to do something positive, if you're supposed to give somebody a message, if you're supposed to, they won't let you go. It's there all the time in your face, positive or negative, right? It's the way it is. That's the way it is. Why? Because the universe has a plan for everybody on the planet. And the only way that you are going to understand it is if you understand yourself. If you understand that all that stuff you've been carrying for so many years, since your childhood, since your 20s, since your 30s, however old you might be, cut them babies now and let it heal. If talk therapy works, awesome. If Steve Noble meditations work in tandem with that, bonus. It did for me. But I've told the story before, how I had a boyfriend when I was 13. He was 17. We didn't talk to each other for 37 years after we were together for 5 years. Okay? They made that happen. Why? Because I still had a little bit of black whatever in my soul, in my heart, in my space, right? That I had not let go of. So 2008, they made that. In August 2018, they made that happen. Out of the frickin' blue. Texted with him for an hour and a half, and guess what? When I was done with that, the energy just... They know. They know everything that you need to move forward. But you have to allow it, right? I mean, did I sit and go, okay, why would I want to talk to this person after 37 years? I'm healed from that, blah, 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 blah. Well, Spirit pretty much said, okay, go ahead and do what you got to do, but you're going to do it anyway. Boom, 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 boom. Out of the blue. See, out of the blue, it happened. That's what happens, guys. I'm telling you. If you will allow yourself to be led, if you get rid of your stuff, if you will lock that situation in the gymnasium and put a chain on the door and lock it, throw the key away. But then you got to resist the urge to go back to the gymnasium and find the key in the garbage, hoping that they did not empty the garbage can to unlock the door because, oh my gosh, I really think that I need him. I really understand. No. I really need that job. I just need to suck it up. Oh, hell to the no. If you are going to suck it up about something, you are going to be in the toxic sewer for more time than you had actually have in the past. Who wants to live in the toxic sewer? That's not life. That is not life. It's not life. I can tell you it's not, right? And until you start to put one foot forward, I mean, 1 foot is there like a static. Your guides are ecstatic if you put 1 foot in front of the other and make a positive effort towards something. They're hoping for another, and they'll push you in that direction, but you can't have your heels dug into the ground. Well, you know what? I think that. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. Okay? It's about you. But understanding that you can get ready for the future, and you need to get ready for the future. Because, baby, COVID is coming back stronger than ever this fall and winter. There's a lot of turmoil going around in the universe because of COVID. Okay? A lot of energy going around in the United States because of COVID. Good, the bad, the ugly, all kinds of crazy stuff, right? 2021 is not going to be much better, guys. I'm telling you, it's not. It's not. But if you take the time to try to understand yourself, if you take the time to make you the priority in your life, I always say, if you, who? If you, who's going to do it? Who? No one in your life is going to take care of you like you can? No one at all. Children don't count because children are lovely. But they are a reflection of the energy in your house. So is your dog, so is your cat, so is your bird. They're all emotional energy beings. So if your dog's being bad, guess what? Because the energy in the house is bad. If your cat doesn't want to be touched and runs away and wants to hide, doesn't want anything to do with human beings, guess what? It's not the cat. It's you. If the bird that you have squawks all the time, and I know this from my lifetime, right? I thought it was the bird. No, Bill, it was your energy. It's understanding and trying to it's understanding the energy that you brought into the house. And I thought it was the bird the whole time. See? All these things are there for us to understand and try to know because they're clues. But we as dumb humans don't pay attention. We think it's them. Whoops, we think it's them. It's us. It's us. So I want you guys to think about that. I really do. I want you guys to understand that you've got to start working on yourself now because the universe has a plan. Right? If you have to imagine in your mind locking someone or something from your past that hurt you in the gymnasium, close the door, lock it, put a big old thick chain on it and put a lock on there and lock it, and you throw away the key in the dumpster or whatever, someplace you can't get it. There's a reason for that. Times. Because humans are so that they'll follow ego because I need. No, you don't. You don't need that. You don't need that at all. All you need is you. You need people to love you and respect you. But do you respect yourself? Do you think you're the greatest thing in the world? Can you look in the mirror and go, I'm pretty freaking amazing? Can you? Because if you can't blame everybody else but yourself. But if you're going to take care of that, right? Spirit, I need you to help me with this. Spirit, I need you to help me. I don't understand. I don't understand. And when you do get the understanding from somebody in your life, right? That's what that is. Oh my God, thank you. Don't always bring you the answer. Always. From the outside. Everybody's empathic. Everybody's is intuitive. You may get it internally. I had a person last week who, Bill, I knew it in my gut. Okay, and what did you do? Well, Bill, that's why I'm calling you today. Okay. You knew the answer. Your gut chakra was telling you that. No. Get away from him. Stop doing what you're doing with him. Stop. But this heart, attached to ego, allowed you to get into it. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I'm probably going to be doing more of these impromptus as I move forward. And so you'll see them here and there. So I'm going to go ahead and post this on Facebook, all three of my Facebook pages, and I'm going to put it on Instagram, and I will also put it on my YouTube channel. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to everybody soon, and take care of yourselves, okay? Thanks, guys.